Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Chats with my bro. I'm Brandon and this is my sister Monique.
Hey guys.
So as usual, we're going to be following the theme of debunking a myth today. But before we get into that, I'm just going to quickly explain what we do here at Motion Fitness. So we help our clients get in the best shape of their lives through our training and nutrition online coaching platform. So we guide you and assist you with any obstacles that present themselves or any roadblocks that have stopped you from reaching your fitness goal in the past. We help you out through training and nutrition plans that are personalized to you with videos and instructions on pretty much exactly what you need to do. You then get your own coach, whether it be myself, who mainly works with dudes, or Monique, who mainly works with the girls, and we're going to try guide you and support you to make sure you reach your goal. That's pretty much what we do here at Motion Fitness. I'm going to give it now over to Monique, and she's going to lead the way with this episode.
To wrap that up, we pretty much do absolutely everything that you need, pretty much, when you think about it. We give you the plans, you get the results.
100%.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like Brandon said, we are going to debunk a myth for you today. The reason we're doing this is just there's a lot of information online and it can get very confusing. So we're just going to provide some clarity just so that you can get optimal results out of your journey and just spit some facts for the next 10 minutes or so. So today's myth that we're going to be debunking is, can you drink alcohol and lose weight? So Brandon, what's your personal experience with this, and do you drink alcohol? How does this work for you?
Yep, I drink alcohol, and
I know you do.
no, I've always sort of drunk alcohol, and it has been something that's more of a social thing for me. I don't drink during the week, and I stay away from it pretty much completely until maybe I'm out with the boys or family or socializing or something like that. So yeah, I would be lying to everyone if I said stay away from alcohol completely. I will mention though, in the last 6 months to a year, I've cut back my alcohol, and I do feel a hell of a lot better for it.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think I will forever continue to work on, is even though I've never been that big of a drinker, it really does have no positive effect on your life. So in terms of my experience with alcohol, yeah, I've drunk, I've gone to parties, I like to travel, I've been around the world to some of the craziest party spots I guess you can think of. So I've done all of that, but ultimately it's not kind of the dude I want to become.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing that forever, and hence why I've cut back a lot on the alcohol. So that's my experience with drinking. How about you?
I, as you know, don't really drink. I don't drink much at all. Sometimes I will have like the odd cocktail or something on a really nice occasion. The only time I do probably drink is with yourself and Corey and our other brother. So it's probably just around, family or family events. But yeah, rarely ever that I do drink. And because like you say, it just doesn't, for me personally, provide really any positive benefits in my life. So I do tend to stay away from it. And also it makes me, not get out of bed at the usual time that I do. My routine is fully off when I've drunk alcohol. Hungover, you go for more of like the McDonald's. People are always likely to stop into the fast food drive-thrus and everything, which isn't aligning with my goals at the moment. Years ago, yes, I drunk and I had my teenage years where I was going, crazy, but now that's not a priority of mine. I think it's just understanding where your priorities are at the end of the day. So yeah, for me, I don't drink often, and that's just how I live my lifestyle and how I like to live it. How do you find alcohol when it comes to training with your males? Because I'm sure a lot of them come to you and they do drink, I would say.
Yeah, it's a very common thing for dudes to have a beer after work.
Yeah.
And I fully get it. You've worked a long, hard day. You've done an honest day's work, and there's no better feeling than opening up a cold one after a day of work. I fully understand that. But what I would like to help my clients understand is there's empty calories in alcohol. So what that means is every drop of alcohol that you consume is just going to be stored as fat. So you don't want to be doing that. And, there's at least 100 to 150 calories in a beer. Even the low calorie beers can be 80 to 90 calories. So it's not like a zero sugar drink, even though they might be described as zero sugar or zero carb. There's calories in alcohol, because what people don't understand is alcohol is the fourth macronutrient. So you've got carbs, protein, fats. but then there's alcohol, which is 7 grams, 7
7
calories per 1 gram of
Yeah.
alcohol. So there's calories in every type of alcohol. But in terms of working with my dudes and how I approach it with them, I'm big on stay away from it during the weekdays. Like
Yeah.
literally, you need to have a better vice than coming home and having a beer. That might mean having a Coke Zero. That
Yeah.
might mean having a soda water with a lemon on top to give that kind of refreshing taste. Even one of those kombuchas, like what people crave is the fizziness and the coldness and the sound of the
The
oatmeal.
sound, yeah.
If you can
Mimic that almost.
mimic that, that's going to go a long way to you
Yeah.
losing weight. And look, in a perfect world, I would stress stay away from alcohol. And also, if you have gone too far one way where you're drinking a lot and you're in very bad shape,
Yeah.
I would say, look, maybe just cut it out for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you might realize you enjoy it and actually want to keep it going. But regardless, alcohol is not a good thing. We want to stay away from it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I've gone on periods where I've avoided alcohol completely for a couple months. And then your clarity comes back, you work better, you're nicer, and you're just...
nicer, I love it.
You are.
Is that why you're so nice at the moment?
And then just touching on the last thing is when you have a big night, sometimes it's not that night, it's the next day, the bad choices you make, because it's all comfort. The worst thing with a big night is if you're dusty on like a Sunday and you don't do your food shop, your meal prep, next minute it's now Monday night, and now you are starting off your week badly with nothing prepared. And weight loss comes down to preparation, so you need to be prepared. So those are kind of the tips and takeaways that I share with my clients. How about you and the girls you work with?
Yeah, so not a lot of females. I don't think females drink as much as males. Obviously, there's some of my girls who do love a good drink, or even quite a few on the weekend. And to them, I'm pretty similar to with your mindset is like, just cut it out for 10 weeks. If you want to do this properly, if you want to do this fast, if you want to achieve your goal as quick as possible, cut it out. If you can't, then I work in with them to understand what the best ways of that is to incorporate it into their lifestyle. A lot of the time I'll recommend like a gin or a vodka, just like straight spirits in there with soda water and then a lemon or like a lime. It's obviously higher in alcohol content, so you're getting more alcohol, and it's a lower calorie option. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, but if we need to, then it would be incorporating that. Then looking at calorie banking. So this is where it can get a little bit in depth, and having understanding of that can be a little bit confusing. So that's where we come in and help them with that. But it's just making sure that, hey, if you do want alcohol, you may need to cut out some snacks, or you may need to cut out some actual foods throughout the week. Again, not ideal, but how bad do you want it?
Yeah.
So if you want to lose fat, you can definitely still incorporate drinking into your diet, but you still need to look at your calories at the end of the day. So it's just giving them the understanding and the tips when it comes to alcohol if they want to include it. But at the end of the day, I don't recommend it.
As you said, if you're serious, it's important to lock in. If you're looking for more of a lifestyle, a full lifestyle look, and alcohol you're going to be drinking at some point, be prepared. So maybe do your food shop the day before, the day that you are going to be going out, and the next day have all your meals ready to go. Have water before bed, have electrolytes so you're hydrated, and just make sure you are set up as well as you possibly can for that next day. Because if you stuff up that next day, it's very easy to stuff up the next week, and people don't really realize that until it's explained to them.
Yeah, those are good tips. So that's pretty much debunked that anyway. Nothing else. We've covered it all.
No.
Yeah, awesome. Well, what we'll do now is we will pop up our social media platforms up on the page as well as in the description. Feel free to drop us any messages on there if we can help you guys a bit further, or pop them in the comment section. And you'll be able to find out some more information on there on how you can work with us as well.
Awesome. See you at the bottom.
See you at the bottom, bro.